And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Right now, we're talking softball, and it was the big game, one of the biggest games of the season at the Stu Pinter Championship at Corona High School. It was Cajon, your CIF Division 5 champion last season, taking on Hillcrest, your CIF champion in Division 6 last year. They met in the finals, so tournament title on the line. Let's take you out there to Corona High School. There's the Cowgirls, there's Hillcrest. And we're going to pick up the action in the bottom of the first. Jada Villegas in the circle for Cajon, and already with a 3-0 lead thanks to Hope Morales' 3-run homer in the top half. Villegas, the K there. And then now we go to the second. Madison Beliveau in the circle for Hillcrest. She gets the strikeout. This was one of the best pitching duels in terms of local pitchers going head-to-head with Beliveau and Villegas. But later in the second, Cajon adds to its lead. The base hit to left. Hope Morales, who had that home run in the first inning, as we mentioned, scores here. 4-zip Cajon on top, and it was early. To the bottom of the second now. Villegas still in the circle and still rolling along. The high heat there. And the strikeout swinging. Villegas ends the frame with, well, you guessed it, another strikeout there. So now we move to the third. Beliveau trying to shut down Cajon after giving up those 4 early runs. And she registers the K. She would settle in the circle after that. Cajon would put a runner in scoring position in the third, but Beliveau rings up the strikeout to get out of the jam. The Trojans would finally get on the scoreboard in the bottom of the third. The pass ball brings home Yasmin Pryor, and here comes Pryor to make it a 4-1 game. So Hillcrest scores, trying to cut into that Cajon lead. To the bottom of the fourth, Hillcrest just struggling to get a hit off of Villegas. She had 3 unearned runs in this game, and she just did not give the Trojans a lot to work with. Swinging on strike 3 there, and then Villegas unscathed in the 4th inning, finishes the frame with yet another strikeout. Fast forward to the 5th, the Cowgirls add to their lead again. Selena Guzman slaps the base hit to left. That'll bring around another run, and it's now 5-1, Cajon in the lead. Hillcrest would trim the Cajon lead in the bottom half of the inning. Emily Valdez knocks in Melody Acevedo, making it 5-2. As we mentioned, 3 unearned runs in this game for the Cowgirls and Villegas, but it would not be enough ultimately. The Trojans would make it a 1-run game as Isabel Villarreal drives this ball down the left field line. This will plate Valdez. It's now 5-3. Cajon still on top, but that lead trimmed down to 2. So actually it was a 2-run game at this point. To the 6th now, Cajon with a chance to pad its lead. 2 runners on base, but Hillcrest gets the strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning. Hillcrest would make things interesting in the final inning. Beliveau, the base hit there for Hillcrest, so maybe they could put together a late inning rally. Well, despite with a couple runners on board, Villegas would finish strong and rack up a couple more Ks to end the game. In fact, she strikes out the side in the 7th inning to seal the victory. Cajon wins the Stu Pinter title by final score of 5-3. Cowgirls 4-0 to start the season.
Well, it starts with Jada, and, she was fantastic today. They scored 3 runs, but none of them were earned, and we made some errors. I love the way Hope Morales is swinging the bat. I mean, she's just crushing the ball, and she hit that first run, three-run home run in the first. And, you give Jada 3 runs, that really help a lot as the game goes on. But, yeah, I'm real happy the way they played. And, you could tell the youth, though, because I felt we were getting pretty tight there towards the 6th, 7th inning. Yeah, especially as young as we are and losing those 4 seniors and, 2 of them went on to play Division I. And, for some of these girls, it was their first time playing a high school game. We're starting 3 freshmen. And, I'm very happy. And, yeah, I think it does. I think it's going to build confidence to know that this situation is not too big for them.
So Jada Villegas wins this pitcher's duel with Madison Beliveau of Hillcrest, two of the top pitchers, both of them in the area in the entire southern section. And Jada Villegas, again, gave up the 3 runs, all unearned, got the victory. And coming back as a junior now, she might be the best pitcher in the entire state of California. So she's big goals this season. That tournament victory is really going to build some confidence for this Cajon team. They did lose a couple really good seniors, but they're loaded again, and Jada Villegas says this tournament championship will only make them better in the long run.
Yeah, I definitely was nervous because I know that their starting lineup was coming up, and they had gotten hit before, so I was like, okay, I just need to hit my spots, make sure my spin, everything's on, and I knew that would be good. Yeah, we definitely did our research. We knew that they were the D6 winners, and I also have 2 old teammates on the team, so like it was definitely gonna be fun to like pitch them in a quick matchup, and I knew it was gonna be tough. It wasn't gonna be easy. So. Yeah, well, last year we started off with winning a tournament as well, so we're just like, okay, we need to keep this up, good juju, and especially with the freshmen, it's going to definitely bring the confidence up, like you said, and like if they make an error or something like that, like we're just like, okay, like you got it, like you're fine, like we'll get back at it, we'll make it up. So we just, we're confident in everyone that we have started in the field.
So congrats to Jada Villegas and the Cajon softball team on that big tournament championship and an undefeated start this season. So it looks like they're well on their way to hopefully maybe winning another CIF title this year. Although Coach Haynes told us on a previous Sports Weekly that they've jumped from Division 5, I think he said, to Division 3. So it'll only get tougher for the Cowgirls. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Sports Weekly. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we'll see you next time on Sports Weekly on IEMG.